Friends, if you open the videos on this channel, you will definitely see something good, because I always try to show something good for everyone. As before, today we will discuss a strange chess game. First, I'll show you the game as it's played, and then I'll discuss the different variations at the end of the video. Anyway, if possible, watch the video in full. So let's start the game. This game starts with pawn e4, then pawn e5 and pawn f4. This is called the King's Gambit. Black took it. King's Gambit, accepted line. Okay, boss, thanks. Then white plays knight f3. This is the best move for white in this position. Black plays knight f6, Schallopp defense. Okay, good. Then black advances the center pawn and attacks the knight. The knight jumps to the h5 square. At this time, black develops his other knight to the c3 square. Then back plays pawn d6. But white makes a different calculation, and he develops his bishop to the c4 square. Black captures this center pawn, and white recovers it with his knight. In fact, this was white's original plan. Look at the board and see how much danger black is in. Threat of check and threat of knight capture. How can black prevent two attacks at the same time? Do you think black is in any big trouble from here? Of course not. You will be surprised to know that this was a planned trap by black, and white is trapped in that trap. Very bad luck. Anyway, this time we finish the game quickly. First of all, we will give a check with the queens. King's f1. I'm showing it exactly as it happened in the original game. When the game is over, we will discuss the different ideas again. Okay, boss, next move, bishop's e6. Tried to prevent this check, but here black had a different plan, which was to prevent the white bishop from protecting his own king. You will understand this at some point in the game. Okay, bishops takes bishops, but black first gives a check with the knight instead of taking back the bishop. Then white plays king g1. Black gives another check by the bishop. White can only block with pawn d4. Again, check by bishops. White simply took it. Oh my god, another bishop sacrifice. Friends, don't be surprised, some sacrifices will still have to be made. Yes, it is knight sacrifice. Black took it, and finally queen's e1 is a checkmate. Guys, go back to this previous position. Black had three options in this position. King's f1, king's e2, and trying to block by pawn g3. Guys, previously we saw what happens when the king goes to f1. So now we will see what happens if the king moves to e2. Then we will play pawn f3, check. If white takes it with his knight, then he will lose his bishops. Going back. Here, if white takes it with his g2 pawn. Now we will check with the knight f4. The white kings has two squares left, king's f1 and king's e3. First, we will see what happens when the king goes to f1. Then light square square bishop by check, king's move dark square bishop by check. Only move block by pawn, recheck by sacrificing the bishop. Queen's takes, then queen's e1 check, only move block by the bishops, then the queen's f1 is checkmate. Very bad luck. Okay, friends, go back to this previous position. If the white king moves to the e3 square, still, he will be forced to resign from here. I left this line for you. I hope you can solve it. Boss, now we are going to this main position. If black tries to prevent this check with a pawn, the next step for us will be knight g3, discovered check waiting for white. If white takes this knight by his pawn, then he lost his rook. Going back. In this position, white best move is knight f3. It is attacking our queen, no problem. Now we will play queen e7 check. White will try to prevent this check. And finally, he lost his rook. My only request is that you let me know how you liked the video. Guys, I'm ending the video here. See you in my next video. Until then, stay well, stay healthy, and bye-bye.